If you're looking for a unique and exciting place to visit, you can't do better than New Orleans, one of America's most vibrant, fascinating cities. Known for its cuisine, jazz music, and insane Mardi Gras celebrations, there's something for everyone. These are the 10 best places to visit in New Orleans. Number 10, the French Quarter. The French Quarter of New Orleans is one of the places tourists most visit when they arrive in the city. Set on a bend of the Mississippi River, the French-style architecture is some of the most interesting in the world, with 300-year-old buildings, wrought iron balconies, and picturesque courtyard areas. The most famous street in the French Quarter is the legendary Bourbon Street, which is quite calm during the day, but at night transforms into a loud party zone of exciting venues and music. If you're more into your history, then you'll want to check out Royal Street, which offers a nice blend of history, great dining, and special shopping opportunities. Don't miss out on the Court of Two Sisters, which is now a restaurant that has a renowned jazz brunch. Also, be sure not to miss Frenchmen Street, St. Louis Cathedral, and number 2 on this list. Number 9, Jackson Square. Jackson Square is the main square situated in the center of the French Quarter and was originally known as Place des Armées. In the heart of the square, you'll find the great equestrian statue of General Andrew Jackson. Of course, standing prominently at one end is the St. Louis Cathedral mentioned earlier, which boasts interesting cone spires and a pristine white venue. Also, close by the cathedral are Presbytère and Cabildo, which are extremely interesting state museums. Another cool thing that tourists won't want to miss is the area in front of the cathedral, which is a hangout of artists, and there are plenty of restaurants and hot spots in the area too. You can also go shopping along the banks of the Mississippi or check the riverboat docks, the Moonwalk Promenade, and the Mill House. This beautiful location is perfect for a day out. Number 8, Mardi Gras. Everything you heard is true. Mardi Gras is New Orleans' signature festival, with celebrations that happen all over a 2-week period, with a massive finale on Shrove Tuesday, which is the day before Ash Wednesday, in the run-up to Easter. Celebrations include daily parades, all kinds of music, entertainment, and festivities that you'll find get more and more intense as the fortnight draws to a conclusion. You can watch the parades from the sidewalks, but watch out for flying beaded necklaces. Bourbon Street is surely the most packed location during Mardi Gras, but it's not only the one street. The entire French Quarter is packed with people during this time. And the tradition goes back over 100 years to when the French settlers began it, with its popularity rising to the current state by the end of the 19th century. You'll never forget a second, if you can remember any. Number 7, National World War II Museum. The National World War II Museum is an incredible place filled with exciting exhibits and pieces of documentary that tell the history of the Second World War as if it was fought across Europe and the Pacific region. The museum is split up into 3 sections, with one dedicated to the Pacific, one that focuses on the war in Europe, and a third that houses the aircraft that changed the world during the era. A film called Beyond All Boundaries, narrated by Tom Hanks, is shown in the 4D theater with seats that vibrate and move to stimulate the environments to the most realistic degree possible. Other black and white documentary segments play in the various rooms too, which explain how the artifacts on show were used during the war. There are accounts from people who were there too, to add authenticity. If you're interested in learning about the most intense period of human history, this is the place to do it. Number 6, New Orleans City Park. Let's go for a stroll in the incredible New Orleans City Park. This beautiful and scenic park takes up more than 1,300 acres and is home to a variety of different attractions and things to enjoy. Some of the most notable are the New Orleans Botanical Garden, which features over 2,000 plants from around the world, as well as the New Orleans Museum of Art and Sculpture Garden. Families and their kids will adore the Carousel Gardens amusement park, Storyland, and City Splash Water Park. But for the older members, there is also a fantastic 18-hole golf course and gorgeous areas for going on walks. The park also claims to have one of the world's largest mature oak trees, being over 800 years old. Number 5. Louisiana State Museum at Cabildo. The Cabildo, the building that stands to the left of the St. Louis Cathedral, was built in 1795 to be the home of the Spanish governor. It's a historic building and now has been transformed into a museum of extremely interesting collections. The first town council was held in the hall in 1799, and the Louisiana Purchase was agreed here in 1803. It was formerly the Louisiana Supreme Court, too, but today it houses the Louisiana State Museum and is a protected building, registered as a historic place. The museum's collections of artifacts are largely focused on the history of New Orleans and Louisiana at large, particularly focusing on the diversity of its population and the many ethnic groups that make up the population to this day. Number 4. The Garden District. The Garden District is a prosperous residential area that has several huge and stunning mansions, old mature trees, and gorgeous gardens. If you think of the deep south of the USA, this is likely one of the images you'll have in your head. The area can be explored with no hassle on foot, though some guided tours are also available if you're looking for a richer understanding of the history. First Street, Camp Street, and Prytania Street are some of the best places to see huge, stylish 19th century houses with vast grounds. Some celebrities even have homes in this area, and plenty of visitors come as well to enjoy the peace and tranquility of the environment and look at the houses. Of course, there are also plenty of coffee shops and boutiques in the area, though they are pretty far apart. So if you're peckish, you will probably want to sit down when you find one rather than changing the journey to the next. Number 3. Audubon Park and Zoo. Southwest from the Garden District in uptown New Orleans is Audubon Park, which was established where the World's Industrial and Cotton Centennial Expo of 1884 was held. If you want something besides the French Quarter, this is the place to go. One of the highlights of this beautiful area is the Audubon Zoo, which takes you away from the busy city and into the wild with a great selection of domestic and exotic animals. There are giraffes, elephants, rhinos, lemurs, alligators, jaguars, leopards, and orangutans. There's even a rare white alligator and a butterfly garden, plus another golf course. Number 2. Steamboat Natchez. The best way to enjoy the Mississippi River is to take a cruise on the paddle steamer Steamboat Natchez. This 2-hour journey provides narration on the various views and sights of New Orleans, with an option of Creole for lunch. The dinner cruise features a live jazz band, a buffet dinner, and all the same views of the beautiful city of New Orleans. There are even special even cruises that are available seasonally, like for Easter, Mother's Day, Christmas, Valentine's Day, and plenty more. Just make sure you book well in advance before those prices go shooting through the ceiling. That way, you'll guarantee your spot on the vessel for the lowest possible price. Number 1. Audubon Aquarium of the Americas. Down on the waterfront is downtown New Orleans. A short walk from the French Quarter, you'll find the Audubon Aquarium of the Americas. This amazing museum has a vast collection of over 3,600 animals across over 250 species. From the north, visitors can learn about the creatures that live below the surface of the nearby waters, with fascinating exhibits and freshwater fish from the Mississippi and marine life that is found in the Gulf of Mexico. This means sea turtles and stingrays, but also sharks. The Great Maya Reef can be seen from a 3-foot-long tunnel and designed to look like a submerged city with fish swimming in the ruins. The Amazon rainforest shows off the incredible birds, fish, and snakes of that region of South America, But of course, there are also the always popular penguins and sea otters. As optional extras, you can even get hands-on experience with the penguins and a chance to go scuba diving or snorkeling in the Great Maya Reef. Don't miss out on this incredible place to have fun and learn. And that's the list. What do you think?